So we saw a great game tonight. Congratulations to Indiana. It was turned out to be a great game. Two great teams, wonderful teams, with a lot of talent. We enjoyed it very much. Our country is doing very well. We have many buildings opening, factories opening. We've never had anything like it. And I think you're going to see results very soon. You're already really seeing them. But we have more money being invested in our country than any country in history. There's never been anything like it. The money being invested in our country is unparalleled. There's never been anything even close, by many times more than China or any other country. Do you have any questions?
Davos, sir. What will be your message to the leaders at Davos?
Well, I think I have a lot of messages for Davos. But the primary message is how well the United States is doing. And I say it all the time. A year and a half ago, we were a dead country. And now we have the hottest country in the world. I mean, you're beneficiaries too. You look, some of you have, 401ks. You don't have to tell me your numbers are the best they've ever been. And, the stock market's at an all-time high. We are just doing great. So I think the message at Davos, we're leaving, have an interesting time. We have a lot of meetings scheduled, but the message for Davos is how incredible our country is doing.
Can you speak to the letter you wrote to the Prime Minister, saying that the Nobel Prize had influenced your thinking on Greenland?
No, I don't care about the Nobel Prize. First of all, a very fine woman felt that I deserved it and really wanted me to have the Nobel Prize, and I appreciate that. If anybody thinks that Norway doesn't control the Nobel Prize, they're just kidding. They have a board, but it's controlled by Norway. And I don't care what Norway says, but I really don't care about that. What I care about is saving lives. And I think I've saved tens of millions of lives. If you look at India, Pakistan just as one, two nuclear powers, you look at so many of the countries that were in in some cases, a 35-year war, and I got it done. We stopped 8 wars, and maybe we'll be stopping a 9th very soon. We'll see.
What about European leaders in Davos when they push back on your Greenland plan?
Well, I don't think they're going to push back too much. Look, we have to have it. They have to have this done. They can't protect it. Denmark, they're wonderful people. And I know the leaders are very good people, but they don't even go there. And you know, because a boat went there 500 years ago and then left, that doesn't give you title to property. So, we'll be talking about it with the various people. We've had tremendous success. And I've done more for NATO than anybody else. I don't think you'd have NATO right now. I got them to go 5% and pay, as opposed to 2% and not pay. I've done more than any other American president for NATO, by far. And we'll see how that goes, but Greenland is very important.
Have you invited President Putin to be a member of the Board of Peace?
Yeah, he's been invited.
Do you have any response to President Macron saying he will not join the Board of Peace?
Oh, did he say that? Yeah. Well, nobody wants him because he's going to be out of office very soon. So, that's all right. What I'll do is, if they feel like hostile, I'll put a 200% tariff on his wines and champagnes, and he'll join. But he doesn't have to join. If he says that, you're probably giving it to me a little bit differently. But if he actually did say that. But as you know, he's going to be out of office in a few months.
Mr. President, how do you feel about the first year of your second term?
Amazing. Tomorrow is the first year. Think of it, 1 year. I don't think there's been a term like it. I don't think any president has had a better first year than we've had in terms of success. Again, we've taken our country from a failure with open borders, no business, everything going badly, terrific inflation, the highest inflation in history, prices that are through the roof. And we've brought prices down. We have very little inflation. We have a great economy, and the prices are coming down still further. But I inherited a mess, and now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world.
Why are you upset about NATO allies thinking that, more seriously Greenland by holding military exercises?
Well, that wasn't a military. They sent a few people, and they say they sent them, not for me, but be to guard against Russia. But NATO's been warning Denmark for about 20 years now, longer than that, 25 years. They've been warning Denmark about the Russian threat, and it's not only Russia, it's also China. So we'll see what happens, but let's put it this way. It's going to be a very interesting Davos. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good flight. Thank you.